Good morning. ZBM, we got a live poetry session today. We're going to be reading out of two books, reciting out of two books, I should say. The first couple poems that we're going to recite today is going to be coming out of publication, title called Who You Talking To? CMJ the author, ZeraBrand Publishing, man. Yeah, young, indeed. The second set of poetry and literature that we're going to recite today is going to come from Paulino Marconi Memoirs. And that's an upcoming publication that will go live very soon on the internet, ebook, as well as paperbacks and, hard copies as well, and all of that. So ZBM, stay tuned for all that. Meanwhile, we're going to get right into it. And I want to touch on a subject too before we start. I want to also speak on, the artist, the ZBM artist, man, Meatball Money, and why we changed the name from Never Broke Meatball to Meatball Money. So Never Broke Meatball, it originated from, it was kind of like a neighborhood name, like Never Broke. That was kind of like, the stanza, what I'm saying? Not the stanza, the mantra, the mantra, Never Broke, man. So, it was Never Broke Meatball and all that. So, man, never broke, man, never bending, man, and all that. So, but, the more appropriate name, man, after we dropped Ball of Pain 1, we just felt like the more appropriate name for the artist on ZBM Records, man, would be Meatball Money, for various different reasons and things like that, So Meatball Money just fit more well for the artist. MBM, man, and all that. It's more catchy and everything, you know what I'm saying? So we had to incorporate that into the new ZBM movement right now that we got going on. So, stay tuned for more MBM, man, Meatball Money music and all that. And let's get right into it. We got a couple poems I said out of Who You Talking To. I got a bad memory. I don't know if I spoke on that maybe on another little YouTube show or something like that. YouTube page, man. ZBM, ZeraBrand Monopoly on YouTube and all that. But yeah, spoke on that briefly, or whatnot. So the way we writing and the way we got ZBM Publishing set up with the poetry and things like that, we got our own unique style. So first and foremost, we try to keep it short. So when I say that, I mean like, we got longer poems, some lines may be, 20 to 50 lines long, something like that. And we got short ones, as well. So we try to mix the stanzas up and everything like that as far as the length, but we never really want to go, too out of control with the length of the poem itself. And that's just the ZBM style of writing, you know what I'm saying? Because personally, I always had like me personally, when I read long poems and it's like, like 2, 3, 4, 5 pages long, it's kind of like, I might get lost, I might fall asleep, I might get tired, I might have to come back to it later. So, I never want to have, the audience, the reader, in that kind of moment, so just try to keep everyone entertained and keep it short as possible. That's just a little detail into, the ZBM structure of writing and things like that. Another detail to the structure of writing, ZBM Publishing. Each poem is, unique in its own way. Each poem is created separately than any other, and also it has like a title to itself as well. So I give that detail because I'm going to actually go into the poems now. And the first one that we're going into is called Brinks, BRINKS, Brinks. And yeah, that's the title name, like I said. So it's unique because it has its own name. and whatnot. This one is a little longer in length. Here's the recitation of that. And this is coming straight out of Who You Talking To. And this is live on Amazon.com right now. The Layman Immigrant on Instagram. You can check the link, check it out, and things like that, man. It's not too pricey. You know, if you have the Amazon Kindle Unlimited app, you know, you can tap in and all that. So, Brinks. What is the whole idea when you witness everyone attempt to blindfold you? And what makes it even worse when you already box yourself out like you're going against the grain of what's considered typical? Like being the only one in your neighborhood, very young, like 13, shooting guns and selling drugs, separated from all your peers, and all your pains are already built up over all those years, learning life, and you already dodging life, and the society still don't want to serve you right. Still you never fold them right, and you hold people in high esteem, but they never hold you right. That's just all of it, not even half for the shit that stinks. Well wishes, sincerely, I hope you get the Brinks. You know? Yeah. Who You Talking To, man? That's one of the you know, one of the poems I really, really liked out of Who You Talking To. You know, very informative, man, and things like that. Not just informative, just creative. Real artsy, man. Try to be artsy with the poems and things like that, man. Indeed. Yeah. The next one is called Lethal. You know, health is wealth. And so we all are what we eat, so to speak. I'm pretty healthy because I like fruits, veggies, cannoli, and pieces. It's so interesting to see how many people get fat with high blood pressure, diabetes, and skin disease off government cheese. All the glitz and glamour off government cheese. That's the secret to these fleas. ZBM on everything but our knees. Never bending over backwards is nothing that I ever need that'll force me to sell my heritage. That's facts, kind of relevant. Fuck the tuxedo, just a suit coat to fight the bombs in their air balls, even when they shooting free throws. And I use my sharp hand penmanship. This killer really lethal. Yeah, ZBM. Who You Talking To, man? We reciting some hot stuff out of the recent publication. It's released in January. In January, we released 5 other publications, if I'm not mistaken, and whatnot. So, you know, we had a good month at the very beginning. Started out very strong and whatnot. So this one is called Bearer of Bad News. Pedal to the metal, petals, roses, and fireflies, lightning bugs, and tree logs. Fine women all on my tree limb. I see things that make it quite dim. Quite limp is my feeling with all the serpents and all the clowns disguised. Of course, everyone fantasizes about hearses, painted with their names written in cursive in all black. You take any loss in life, you take them all back. The wind blow, the princess kissed the high-end hitman under the mistletoe. It's forever too, falls all the currency and Hunger Games still. Stand beside the fame though. The flamethrower, 5 bomb imitators, the bearer of bad news, the game's over. Yeah. You know? I think we're gonna do 5 poems out of Who You Talking To, and then we're gonna jump right into Paulino Marconi memoirs and whatnot. So, as you can see, the conversation, man, the content, the potency, the variety, you know, in the poems. It's very vast, you know. That's what we kind of pride ourselves in, man. We kind of pride ourselves in having good content, good literature, very vast selection of word use and everything like that, man, and all that, man. Right now, we're drinking cherry lime, body armor, and stuff like that. All right, this next one is called Bullets. And this one is wrote on January 17, 2023, and whatnot, so you know what that means. This is actually, yeah, this is still out of Who You Talking To, and it's called Bullets. Simplicity in a briefcase, notes and notepads, graduated, actually post-grad, and still with all of this, still you see how undesirable it gets, how rats rot behind the fence, how rats rush around outside of it and begin to look like a pig, get arrested, and charges disappear. the genocide increased by the year. And one day, maybe, we'll have peace and everyone will bite the bullet for what they actually did. Yeah, you know, indeed. Poetry, flowetry, man. Pazzo in the flesh and all that, you hear me? This next one called The Fifth. I think it's the last one. And then we go on to the Paulino Marconi memoirs and all that. The Fifth. I play with the fifth. And no, it ain't a nigga that can play the fifth wheel. Just me and my cannolis, that's two. And of course, two guns. I just play the fifth. They don't tell you to remain silent for your benefit until it's too late. I just play with the fifth. Yeah. Sneaky snubby, man, and all that, you hear me? So we're going to go right into Paulino Marconi memoirs. And this is coming out, man, very soon. And then we got 10,000 AH2 coming out very soon. Stay tuned, man. We working on the cover art right now for those publications. And, you know, we're going to share that via internet and everything like that and whatnot. So, you know, and also, man, you want to tri-state area, you know, stay excited, man. You might get a chance to meet the author, you know, meet the writer and all that. So, like I said, we in Paulino Marconi memoirs right now. The first one we want to dive right into is called Saltwater. Flushing waves, sand in between my toes, and Paulino always informing me to stay on the lookout for sandy cheeks. Conch to my ear, and here and now, I visualize we still sitting in the same driveway, trading war emotions, drinking out the same bottle. Conch to my ear, and then the waves hit harder than expected. The conch is gone, and now I feel like the ocean is attacking me. I close my eyes and see sharks in the distance that didn't come too close. Conch to my ear, but since here and now, I still visualize hot wings and coke cooking until it's clean. Out of eye and reckless, looking everywhere for Xanax pills, wild and really trill. Back block when the cold get thrills, and now I'm alone fighting saltwater and swaying pigeons away from my wine glass. And Paulino always informing me. Yeah, ZBM, no bending, man. Paulino Marconi memoirs, man. That's gonna be 50 poems in that publication alone. You know, that's the max, man. We be maxing out at 50 and all that, so we keep it there. You know, that's short enough to read within an hour if you really digging in. If not, if you're too busy, you just dibbling and dabbling throughout the day, you might be able to read it in a day, you know what I'm saying, or two, or whatnot, you know what I'm saying. So I kind of want to keep it that way. That way, you know, it's not, it keep you on the edge of your seat. It's not something that, you know, you might throw and you don't want to read it or whatever. You might get distracted or something. It's something you can blow through because it's kind of like 50 to max or whatever. So we're going to go right into the next one. It's called Poetry, Flowetry. Prayers and supplications, peace and patience, bowing with grace in it, naked and all faces are defaced with humility before God, highest power. Allah Messiah, through all misery, anguish, and confusion, I find solace, humble amazement. Even though I sin, I know one day, if not the day, my sins are forgiven me. I do everything with a certain degree of honor. I repent once finished. I treat it like dinner. I must savor those moments thereof. I treat money like a drug. I gotta get what I want. I guess it's really like a tool. Prayers and supplications, patience and peace, bowing and painting with grace in it. All the quiet earthquakes and unfamiliar life changes that are hidden from my eyes. Knowledge is power. Insight is golden. And they will give you pictures without the film. It's like a writer without a pen. Yeah. What would it be if they took my pen from me, huh? ZBM, no bending, man. We're going to go for a couple more out of Paulino Marconi memoirs. I don't want to spoil it. I think this is going to be a pretty good release. This one is a little shorter. Like I said, some are longer, some are shorter. You know, I purposely keep them kind of short in general and all that. Because I don't want to be bored myself, so I don't want to bore anyone else and all that. So, you know, Life's Dilemma is what this one is called. Alpha Carlo is an alpha in the world. What to expect? With all of this different language, different chaos, and that's the dilemma we all trying to figure out. Yeah, Life's Dilemma, man. and all that. This next one is called Come So Costly. I really like this one a lot. We got creative with this one and whatever. Sweat running through all hurdles. Sweating, running through all hurdles. Case laws, lawsuits. Back when I was just a troop, I never loosened up my boots. I never played the game like dudes. Too intense. The pressure break those who rather choose. It's built for men who burn to win. It's built for men who born to win, but built to lose. In that direction, we must break the glass on false reflection and write each curse off with brand new checklists until it work out perfect. Fuck imperfections until the moon, the sun, and stars worship us like we are gods. God's creation. All the worthy smells that come so costly. Come so costly. Yeah. I had a little stutter moment in that one, but I think it was kind of the word and the wordplay in it. You know, and this is kind of like without too much practice or whatever, but we're gonna try to start aiming for this right here. You know, I dropped a lot of books and whatever, but I want to really connect with the audience, connect with the reader, man, and stuff like that. So I'm gonna visualize it now, you know what I'm saying, and all that. This one is called Bleeding. All I ever wanted was to get rich, but that ain't easy. What exactly does that mean? Are you increasing or every day decreasing? I don't accept no answer without a reason. I seen so many bad endings, so many false reasons. I done did solitary time in every season. Being a target ain't always easy. I'm champ, barely, in his prime, damn near. I stood out on defense, championship shit. I take my wins and losses like a secret. Thickness fault, I still had the peep shit. This language you speak when you seen the Grim Reaper and you still breathing, but you take his... It's the language you speak when you seen the Grim Reaper and you take a sword, but you still breathing and put it on. Now you seen some unseen shit, but that's nevertheless a snubby secret. Only here now I leave it. Like I leaked it, my pen don't stop bleeding because I was bleeding. Yeah, ZBM, no bending, man. We want to do 2 more, and then we want to sign off. First little episode of visualizing the poems with a video and whatnot, so you get to hear the author, see the author, you know, and touch base with the author and everything like that, and then you can go back and read it yourself and everything. So this one is called Get Money Laws. Scar, Carlino, Glitzy Gutty, the alpha in the atmosphere that stand too tall, and if he fall, his name is Carlos, cause he's a boss. So super poet Glock, and people nervous to see him ball. But he is ball, a superstar, like Chase Utley, or pesos on pesos, just call P89, shoot the bomb, I mean, shoot the ball like 27, it's sneaky snubby, which mean I'm way too clever, though it's messy, and never forget Pazzo, my God too, ambulance filled with cash, or filled with time, it's like the same thing, answer the phone, like Chaz all black, when that bitch ring, never broke meatballs so deep, fuck pitfalls, score and accept, no miss at all. When we talking about winning on defense, that's the favorite outside of sex and moolah. Moolah rules and it ain't a game. So meatball money play it fair. The laws the paper get and I cannot cross it. Yeah. You know, man. Get money laws, man, all that. ZBM, ZeraBrand Monopoly. We're gonna finish it off. This one called Persistence. Determination. All the agony, ridicule it, keep you pacing, and how you so patient, determination, all the disregard for you, and all your glory, the wishing well so full and hopes you never capitalize off your story, determination, all the stiffness in your joints, and your mind keep aching, somehow you still so sacred, yeah, ZBM, no bending, man.